Everybody is walking around with two programs, two very important programs running all the time. And these two programs are diametrically opposed to one another. Not only are these two programs ancient and instinctive and are running diametrically opposed to one another, but they live in our subconscious. We don't recognize that they exist. We will do everything we can to pretend they don't exist. One fascinating theory from evolutionary psychology is one of the reasons, there are many reasons, but one of the reasons our brains got so big so fast is because we're not only trying to outgame everybody else in our tribe, but we're trying to outgame ourselves. Part of our brain processing power is used to keep things secret from ourselves. And everybody has the same basic program. These two things, they are diametrically opposed to one another, but we're keeping them suppressed in our subconscious. And if you can understand the nature of this, if you can understand your own nature with regards to this, and you can leverage these ideas, you can become incredibly persuasive. You can become incredibly charismatic. You can become incredibly seductive. And it has nothing to do with being a super outgoing, charismatic person who delivers charisma to other people. I did this very interesting exercise in an acting class I took many, many years ago. We paired up with people, we sat face to face, and we just took deep breathing exercises. We breathed in congruence with one another. It was rapport breathing, but he didn't call it rapport breathing. We just breathed the same cycle that we each other had. We breathe in and we breathe out at the same time. And we started to just look deeply into each other's eyes. And we took turns describing what we thought the nature of the other person was. We took turns describing what their personality characteristics were. We took turns trying to describe the history of the other person. And the teacher told us two things. One, when you're in rapport with someone, although he didn't use the term rapport, when you're in rapport with someone, it's really, really hard to say negative things about another person. When you're in very deep rapport, and we were in very, very deep rapport, sitting face to face, open body language, deliberately looking into each other's eyes, breathing in, breathing out at the same rate. That's deep rapport. And when you're in deep rapport with someone, it's very, very difficult to say negative things about the other person. But the reason why that is true is the insightful part, the part that kind of boggled my mind. Because even when we're sitting across from somebody, even when we're looking directly in their eyes, even when the purpose of this experiment, the purpose of this exercise is to say things we think are true about them, we can only project ourselves onto them. So when we are in deep rapport with somebody, we are seeing ourselves in them. We see them as a mirror to us. And when we're in this deep rapport feeling with someone, we are projecting our best selves onto them. And this is how humans operate. We project ourselves out into the world. We don't see the world objectively. We don't see the world the way it truly is. Even the things we see, the visual things we see, are mostly generated internally. Even the things we interpret in the world, the sounds, the sights, the smells, they are generated internally. They are literally, scientifically, a hallucination. So when you project yourself onto the world, when you interpret other people in the world, you're really projecting yourself out onto the world. And these two diametrically opposed functions, programs, instinctive mechanisms that are running deep inside us are two very powerful things. One is we are programmed by evolution to get the ideas in our head out of our heads and in as many other heads as we possibly can. We are programmed by evolution to take all the ideas we have in our heads and project them out into the heads, into as many other heads as we can. And this is a collective problem-solving strategy, a collective hive mind problem-solving strategy. The tribe of ancient humans had a problem. They had to kill that animal over there. And so they all discussed how to best do that. And every time every time an individual heard ideas from other people, they kind of resonated their own version of those ideas in their head. And they thought, aha, this idea is better than everybody else's idea. Therefore, I need to take this idea and cram it into as many heads as I possibly can. And if you have 10, 20, 30 people doing that, all having an idea contest, you will create the best idea to go kill that animal. So that is the prime directive of human nature. The prime directive of human nature is to listen to all the ideas you hear. And whatever ideas they resonate in your brain, take that idea and cram it into as many heads as you possibly can. That's the idea contest that drives human nature. And the reason we do that is the goal is to get an idea out there and be recognized as the winner of the idea contest, to project our ideas out into the world and have everybody else say, wow, that's a great idea. You're the winner of the idea contest. Because whoever could do that the most, they rose the ranks through the hierarchy. They had sexual access and they made the babies, the kids of the next generation. So that is the prime directive of human nature, to get our ideas out into the world and get validation that our ideas are better than everybody else's ideas. But the problem in modern society is we are surrounded by these people that we don't know. We are surrounded by people that might reject us, because back in the hunter-gatherer days, we knew everybody. We had massive rapport with everybody. Massive rapport, just like that eye contact exercise. So everybody saw themselves in everybody else. Everybody felt themselves in everybody else. It was truly a hive mind experience, a hive mind flow state experience. We were having idea contests with people we knew intimately well, people we died to protect, people that would die to protect us. But today it's much, much different. We grow up and we get rejected over and over and over again. Every time we have a desire, we express our desire, we're told no. We express a desire, we're told no. This happens 1 billion times. So the dual running programs that lives in everybody today is this very ancient, very subconscious instinct that says, my ideas are the best, give me validation. But at the same time, we have this absolute subconscious terror of expressing our ideas and getting rejection, of getting negative validation. That's why everybody is, to some extent or the other, a walking wounded person, a person with a broken psyche, a person with a broken ego. This represents to you, dear viewer, a fantastic opportunity for persuasion, charisma, and seduction. Because now that you understand, now that you realize that the driving force of human nature is to talk, get our ideas out there, because you understand this, you can temporarily turn off your instinct to talk and just let them expand their ideas. Let them expand their best ideas. Let them expand their best desires and help them to find memories of agency in their past. Because there's two things that we do all the time. We have a never-ending stream of desires running through our head. We have a never-ending stream of wants and needs running through our head. And we always have to act in the world. And every time we act, we're hoping to demonstrate our importance to the world. And so these two things are programs that are always running in other people's heads. So all you have to do is just gently relax your desire to talk about yourself and ask them about what they want. Without judgment, without rejection. It might take a while, depending on how broken their ego is, depending on how broken their psyche is. But if you just relax your ego to tell them what to do, if you relax your instinctive need, your instinctive programming to tell them what they should be thinking, to tell them what they should be doing, and just relax that and open up their desire map, and open up their agency map, times where they remember maybe making good decisions that led to success, good decisions that led to the admiration of people around them, they will feel fantastic. And this will create a massively deep, ancient level of rapport that they probably haven't felt in their entire lives. And the more they feel good about themselves because they're expressing their desires, the more you're helping them find memories of agency that they probably haven't haven't remembered in a long time, the more fantastic they'll feel. They will start to feel that fantastic feeling. They will start to project that onto you. And so they will assume it's you that's causing all this stuff. But really, it's coming from inside them. And so this is kind of a reverse polarity projection exercise. You will make them feel good. They will perceive you as being the most charismatic person in the world. And guess what? When you build up these two memories, these two mental states in their head, a massive desire that's highly calibrated, highly contextualized, highly articulated, highly bright and colorful and emotionally powerful in their brain, and couple that with a bunch of memories of them making strong decisions that were successful, them having experiences of getting validated for their importance, and you combine these together, this is a absolute powerful decision-making mindset. When you build up these two kind of thought bubbles, these thought fears, these thought arrangements in their head, they are in the perfect mindset to make a decision. So whatever decision you want them to make, to buy something, to do what you want to do, to go home with you, to have sex with you, this is the perfect mindset to put them in, because they will feel more on fire, more on their purpose than they likely have in their entire life, and they will subconsciously associate that good feeling, associate that wonderful feeling with you. It's incredibly easy to do this. It's incredibly laid back to do this, because everybody in the world, everybody that you see in the world has massive potential to build this desire-making energy, to build this decision-making energy. All you have to do is relax your need to talk about yourself just for a little bit, and then ask them what they want. Ask them about memories of when they made strong decisions. And you can slowly lead their desires. You can start off by asking, what do you desire? Is it like this or like this? And these at the beginning can be binary options where one of these has to be true. But the more they start to feel good about themselves, the more you ask them these simple either or questions, the more you can slowly shape their desires and lead them to wherever you want them to end up. And they will believe it was their choice the entire time. This is a fantastic conversational process. This is a fantastic persuasion model, a fantastic seduction model. It's very easy. If you want to get a job in sales, if you want to make a lot of money, this is how you do it. You turn off your desire to talk. You ask them about what they want. You build up that desire map as big and bright and colorful as you can. Then you build up their agency map as big and bright and colorful as you can. And these two spheres, these two thought bubbles in their brain, their agency map, their desire map, when these are both fully charged in their brain, this will combine to make a massive decision-making forward momentum, and they will do whatever you want. All you'll need to do is just toss out the suggestion and say, hey, what about this? And they will be super, super happy to do whatever you want them to do. If you'd like to learn more, if you'd like to learn how to do this in a one-on-one coaching scenario so you can use these techniques, use your skills to make a ton of money in sales, check out the links below. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you next time.